Breath of the Wild Walkthroughs Episode 3 Baij Shrine Bomb Trial. Hey guys, in our last episode, we did the Oman Owl Shrine, but now I think it's time to loosen the reins and let you figure it out, so I'm going to be doing this episode a little bit more fast-paced. This time, we're going to be doing the Baij Shrine and receive our second rune and second Spirit Orb. So, let's get started. Just open your game like I taught you in the last episode. We're also going to be doing a couple optional quests. We're going to be doing a couple optional things that are not mandatory, but I'd recommend doing them as they will give you some rewards really useful in the next episodes. So as you can see, we're at the top of the Great Plateau Tower, and just follow my lead to get down. You've already gotten down here once, so I'm going to loosen the reins a bit and let you figure it out yourself. If you're following to the end of our last episode, you should see that there are now 3 pins on your Sheikah slate. One of them is toward the red one is toward the Baij Shrine to the which is really close to the southeast. One of them is from, and there are also 2 to the blue one is for the Oadaim Shrine, and the yellow one is for the Kenamut Shrine. The two lattermost are going to be really hard to get to, so we'll begin with the Baij Shrine. And now, if you're replaying the game or just want to skip a cinematic event, then you can usually skip a cutscene with X or plus, unless noted otherwise, in which case you can use plus. So that's the campfire that we're going to go to, because right now it's nighttime and skeletal style monsters will emerge from the ground if you're not careful. So you're going to have to go up there, and I'll show you what you can do with the campfire. Okay. You can see the shrine that we just unlocked where we got magnesis. So you can pass time by the fire, and then you can sit by fire until morning, noon, or night. I'll select morning in this case. Anyway, just follow where I'm going. We're going to follow the red waypoint on our map, and to get to the Baij Shrine to the southeast. It's in the Eastern Abbey, where it will also introduce a new and potentially and at this point in the adventure, fatal enemy, the Decayed Guardian. But we're not just there yet. So if you see that skull-shaped hut in that valley, you want to go toward it, but like toward the left side of the valley, and then climb up that side. The skull-shaped hut is actually a monster outpost, but we're not going to cover that outpost in this episode. So you want to climb up to the wall to the left of the skull. That red dot is where we're going, and the yellow arrow is where we are right now. Well, we want to go to the entrance just to the west. You can see that's the Baij Shrine. This is where the Oadaim Shrine is, and then much further to the west is the Kenamut Shrine. So, we're going to want to go up the slope. Okay, so now we're going up the slope. If you hear a bit of background noise, sorry about that. My family's over for the week. We're going to go to an island, so if it bothers you, then just tell me, okay? Anyway, that's the shrine where we want to go toward. So we're going to go toward the entrance. But just a few steps away from the entrance, that guardian up there, a decayed guardian, will awaken from its slumber. This decayed guardian will awaken from its slumber. It targets you with a red laser before unleashing a powerful blue beam that will deal a lot of damage, and at this point is fatal. So you want to duck behind this guardian to escape the beam, wait there for a few seconds, and then you want to just go from ruin to ruin, follow my lead, not letting it be able to shoot you. Then you might need to sprint in order to escape it this time. And then with the coverage of ruins over here, we can you can jump over the wall just in time and reach the Baij shrine. So activate the terminal like you did with the last shrine, and it will turn orange with the blue base, showing that it is activated but not yet completed. And then you take the elevator down to the actual dungeon level of the shrine. Down here is the actual entrance to a shrine. Bomb trial. So like you did in the last shrine, you're going to want to examine that terminal right on the left. If you examine it, then you'll get a new rune, remote bomb. Sheikah Slate authenticated. Distilling rune. So this gives us the remote bomb runes, where it's a bomb that can be detonated remotely. It can be used to damage monsters or destroy objects. They're both round and cube bombs, so use whichever best fits the situation. The difference is that round bombs can roll down hills, while regular cube bombs cannot. But by default, you should probably use the round bombs, as they're the most useful, but you can also use cube bombs when you need them in the situation. Hold up on the D-pad and use the right joystick to switch runes quickly without having to go into your Sheikah Slate. But if you do go into your Sheikah Slate, you can use L on the map screen. Anyway, press L to deploy a bomb. You can drop it with A or throw it with R, or like so. And then once it's thrown, press L to detonate it. This cleared up the blocks blocking the way to the next room. But first you want to go to the right where there's a treasure chest. Most shrines feature at least one treasure chest, either out in the open or offering a little puzzle of its own. So then this goes to a chest which holds a Traveler's Claymore, a two-handed weapon that will be useful for breaking open crates, among other things. So then you want to break open these destructible concrete blocks with another remote bomb. Make sure to run away so you don't get caught in the blast, and then detonate it with L. And then you can climb up the ladder into the next puzzle, where you will see a platform moving back and forth next to a wall blocked by destructible rocks. So you want to drop... Oh, sorry, that's not right. You want to drop a bomb onto the platform and then detonate it to clear the rocks. Then you want to climb onto the platform yourself to get across. Next, in this much larger room, you can see several launchers. We're going to use this one to get to the altar, recognizable by the energy barrier, but first we should look to the ones on the left, where you can see an orb is propelled. We're going to need to propel a bomb, but first, on the right-hand one, but first we're gonna, for the left-hand one, to reach the second treasure chest, we're going to propel a link instead. You just want to open it. And we got an amber, which is a low-value gemstone, but still actually pretty good. Anyway, we just climb up these steps on this side, and make sure to switch to your round bombs if you haven't already done so. Bombs have a cooldown, by the way. So anyway, you use A to drop a round bomb into the pipe, because we're going to need it to propel across the launcher, and then detonate it. So we're going to have the launcher propel it across the room, and then we're going to detonate it on the other side. This will clear the destructible rocks, and we can pass. see, you can see the cooldown timer. It's very short, but later in the game we can make it shorter. Then we climb the ladder and then go to the altar to get our second spirit orb our second spirit orb. Yep. From the monk. Anyway, you have to... There's also an entrance point where you can use to leave the shrine prematurely if you need, if you're stumped or run out of supplies or whatever. But we got our second spirit orb. And then we automatically leave the shrine. You can skip it with X. But yeah, that's about shield surfing. You can read it if you want. So then, once we're back outside the shrine, we don't want to go through all that trouble with the decayed guardian again, do we? We can shatter the destructible rocks, but first there's a DLC treasure chest to be found on the left side of this wall. If you can see near the left corner, just scale the wall and open the chest. We get the Swix shirt. That it's cool, but I'd rather keep my old shirt. But I don't know. I guess, yeah, I'm just gonna keep my old shirt. So we can use our newly acquired bombs. We can just set one down here, climb aboard the shrine, and then detonate it to clear destructible rocks and easily get to the other side. We want to avoid that decayed guardian you see behind the ruins. And then, whistling doesn't do anything to it, so we're just gonna need to run from ruin to ruin, making sure we don't. There we go. It's activated, but it won't spot us. So let's just get out of here before it catches up with us. It's still targeting us. Well, anyway, let's head north toward the tower. Right now, there are a few optional things to be found in the Forest of Spirits and over near the Forest of Spirits. There are first sub-boss. Well, first, we're going to warp to the Oman Al Shrine to get to these things quicker. And so, therefore, our first sub-boss, some treasure chests, and we need to obtain meat, because that along with the fish we got in the previous episode will help us immensely at a later point in the game. One that's in the not too distant future. Anyway, so there are 2 treasure chests to be found over here. You can see a platform with 2 treasure chests up ahead. Yep, they just spawned in. But the platform is surrounded by a bog. Should we fall in, we'll be returned to our previous spot on dry land with 1 fewer heart. So how do we get them, you may ask? Magnesis. You can see a treasure chest under the boggy water, but we're not gonna get that just yet. Instead, we're gonna get the metal slab under the water next to the Oman Al Shrine with magnesis. Bring it over. It won't work on that side, but I think I know how. Wait a second. Will it work? Oh, no. Anyway, we're just gonna grab it before it falls in. Anyway. So first, we're gonna go over here to this little natural rock slope. And then use it to create sort of a bridge over. And then be very careful so that you don't fall off. And then the chest contain 5 ice arrows. And yeah, you can change arrows by, once you've drawn your bow, use the, here's 5 fire arrows. You can use the left on the D-pad and the right joystick to switch the type of arrow you're using, so you always have the right arrow for the job. Now we're sort of following the waypoints, but now we're going to head into the Forest of Spirits to get the next thing. Actually, the next two things. We're going to hunt some of the boars in the Forest of Spirits to obtain meat. So you want to go along the outskirts, sort of following the blue waypoints, but not just going toward there. Oh, there's a bokoblin. Well, you can see a small dirt road. I'm going to try to avoid these. And we're going to go to that campfire up ahead, where the old man is making camp. Man, he's still following me? Okay, that's it. They're just turning tail and run. Anyway, we can grab this arrow and this traveler's bow that the old man left so graciously for us here. There's a cooking pot here also. Well, we should swap out one of our bows since we don't need that weak bow now. The old man so graciously left us a cooking pot here also. Oh, he's over there. And he's crouching. You know why? I think it's because he's hunting. So you can shoot. I'm going to switch to an ice arrow because it'll help us. We're to crouch walk by pressing down on the left joystick. Or maybe it was right. I think it's left. Yeah, left. Anyway, can you not see that I'm hunting here? You'll scare off my prey like that. At least crouch down a bit. So we want to use the scope to find a wild boar. There should be one around here. I do not see one, but maybe there is one somewhere. Oh, I see one. And we want to crouch to increase our stealth so it doesn't notice us and go away. And run away. So, which is why, then from this crouching position, draw your bow and shoot an arrow to freeze it. This makes it like incapacitated. And then we want to use this weapon to get some raw meat. But don't eat it yet, because we're going to need it some other time. And there's one final thing, which is, see, this is the stuff that I've acquired thus far. The Hyrule Bass, we've acquired a Hyrule Bass, but we're not going to cook it just yet. But the other thing is that if you go through, this fallen over tree, like if you go through like the sort of archway created by it, then you will see that a Talus sub-boss is hidden in the center of the Forest of Spirits. Over here. So we're going to, it looks like a pile of boulders, but will soon look like a golem-like entity that, see, its weak point is that black dark crystal thing, an ore deposit on its back. So what you want to do is you want to equip this two-handed weapon and then start swinging it around. But first you want to jump off when its body starts shaking, or you will be, or you'll take damage. And you want to use a remote bomb to destroy its arms. Oh, that brought me down to my last heart. Anyway, let's just eat some food. These baked apples should suffice. Well, just look at that. I'm down to my last one. Anyway, so I'm gonna remote bomb, throw it. Oh, that didn't work. Anyway, we're gonna summon a remote bomb. Watch out. It knocked us over because it throws its arms, but if you sprint perpendicularly, you should be fine. Anyway, So we'll have to throw a bomb. Oh, yes, it worked. So that like stuns it, and we can jump up on its back, and then deal a bunch of damage. But don't forget to cancel your attack with B first. Let's turn it around. It knows where I am. Anyway, we're gonna just pick up these Highland shrooms quick. Oh, here we go. Oh, just avoiding its literal blows from its arms, and just wait until it grows new arms, then throw a remote bomb at them. Oh, that didn't work. Anyway. And then we... Oh, I think it worked. Here we go. Just get up on it, and then beat the crap out of it. There we go. Oh yeah, it hits hammers, but don't let that fool you because you do not want to get those just yet. However, don't worry because we're about to. Wait, this is the part where I die, I think. It's bringing up new arms out of the ground. This is a fearsome opponent, but there is a good way to defeat it. Oh, hang on. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh my god. Wait a second. Here it comes. Gonna do something. Actually, not yet. It looks like that, but it's actually digging a new arm out of the ground, so don't be fooled. Don't throw your remote bomb just yet, folks. So, you just pick up the mushrooms there. Just throw the bomb. And then... Whoa. Oh, I think I stunned it. Oh, no, I didn't. Throw a bomb. Stun it. Yes. Okay, jump on its back. And then hit it. Yes. Okay, I've got it down to half health. This is the part where... This is the part where... Oh, I'm gonna switch to a Bugger Club because, like, a club's gotta do more damage to a rock than a sword, right? Oh, man. I've been hit. Anyway. So, we've learned some experience from this. Anyway, we just... Oh, my God. Pull this up. Throw the bomb. Wait a minute. That wasn't right. You should wait until it finishes pulling its arms up out of the ground. Oh, I died. This is the first time that I've died. Then, if you run out of health, expect a brief visit to the game over screen before you continue from your last save file or quit. In this case, I'm continuing, and also in this case, I'm continuing. My last save was at the beginning of the battle, so this is where I am right before the stoned house emerged. You can see the spot where I died marked by a red X, and if you go into your map and move your cursor to that X, then it reads RIP. Oh yeah, I got that one right off the bat. Anyway, so we hit it a bunch. Okay. Try to break its other arm. Throw this bomb. And then climb up onto it again. Yep. I've already got a third of its health down. Yeah, that health bar up there, it shows a sub-boss or boss's health. Once you get it all down to 0, the boss or sub-boss will be defeated, and you'll usually receive you'll usually receive some very valuable rewards. In this case, stone taluses drop gemstones, so which you can sell for rupees, but we can't do that at this stage in the adventure. So instead, I was trying to throw a remote bomb to deal some damage, but unfortunately, I have terrible aim. Oh. And make sure to get off. I learned this. I had to learn this the hard way, but make sure you get off a talus when it starts shaking, or you will take damage when it throws you off. Anyway, then just throw the bomb. Oh, that was too close. Run away. There we go. Throw another bomb. Yes. 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 Anyway, let's just jump up. And then I don't think that did anything. I don't think actually that remote bombs do any damage. Maybe they do, but I was just throwing them incorrectly or something. I don't know. Anyway, back to the battle. So we grabbed these Hylian shrooms. They respawned since we died so tragically. Oh, well, that was an arrow escape. Anyway, we got down to half health. That was a bad throw. Well, I have terrible aim. I have you have sort of terrible aim when this happens. Oh yeah. So now I climb up on his back, deal some damage, and oh, it broke. So instead, I should use the next best weapon I have. That was 10 damage. So I'm gonna use the next best weapon. My 6 damage, rusty broadsword. Anyway, I'm just gonna beat it up. And then throw another bomb over here. There we go. And there we go. And then just keep it. Oh, my rusty broadsword broke. I have to use the next best thing, a traveler's sword. I'm just gonna pick up this amber and this other amber while I'm waiting for it to pull its arms up. There we go. And then just throw this. Never mind. Throw his arm. Yes! I think this is it. Time to finish this talus guy off. And there we go. I think he only has a sliver of health left. So if you want to finish off a talus, wait, I'm gonna switch to my regular arrows, just cause. Anyway, so if you want to finish off a talus, then you have a few options. One is to climb up on it and melee combo it again, but which is what I'm doing. And then you can see that will drop some ambers and a few rubies. Yes, I defeated my first sub-boss. And if you've been following along this and have as much skill as I do, then you did too. Anyway, you get some ambers and a couple rubies, which we can sell at a later point in the adventure. But right now, this concludes my Baij Shrine video. Make sure to I'll cover that later. Anyway, now walking back through the Forest of Spirits, I just want to say that we've done 2 shrines so far, and I'm feeling pretty good about this. My next video will be in a week or 2, so make sure to keep watching. And oh, there's a style monster, or a style goblin. They only appear at night, so that's why you want to make sure to sleep regularly. Anyway, I got Traveler's Spear from this one. Let's equip it, and a Bokoblin arm. These are pretty low durability, but they'll serve as a weapon in a pinch. Oh, look, there's a Stamella shroom. It restores stamina which is going to be useful in the next episode. In the next episode, we're going to do the Owa Daim Shrine, which is at the top of a cliff. That's the best part. Which is, it's at the top of a cliff, and our stamina won't survive the entire way. So we're going to need to cook a couple stamina restoring dishes at the old man's hut. But all this and more, or in the next episode. Thanks for playing if you're playing along, and watching, everybody. Once again, this has been Walkthroughs Plus, the Baij Shrine, and see you next soon. Like and subscribe for future videos.